What's that ship? This alien spaceship, I tell you. Yes, I'm really sorry, but just because I must talk about.
So here, I have a flower in my hand. It's pretty, but it doesn't really exist. What you see is a 3D object that we're merging into a video in real time. By using standard personal computer, we can mix real and virtual together with a new level of interactivity, a new level of fluidity. And look how the flower is perfectly following the movement of my hand. Using augmented reality, software engineers and designers can visualize new prototypes by changing shapes, colors, testing new ergonomic, cutting design time and cost dramatically, saving over 10 million euros on each project. So as I put the hammer on this table, we are going to start a race by producing a 3D element that will take into account the actual relief of these real models using real terrain feedback.
God help us if we unite the world around an Independence Day type scenario where all the people of the world are united in peace because we're fighting an interstellar civilization that's being masqueraded by the secret government.
People believe that something is real, then it is real in its effects.
In terms of the social reality.
In terms of the social reality, in terms of what people act according to their beliefs.
Yeah.
And that opens a question of, really at two levels, perhaps something that we are creating ourselves, perhaps a series of images that we are projecting. I think Carl Jung came very close to expressing that idea in one of his books. Or could it be manipulated purposely by people who have the technology to simulate UFO sightings?
It looks like your average city skyline, but in fact, these images are just an elaborate optical illusion. The amazing mirage appeared over Huangshan City in East China at dusk on Thursday. Following a heavy downpour, the spectacular images of mountains, buildings and trees appeared in the thin mist above the Shinan River. The phenomenon began at about 5 p.m. local time, to the amazement of passers-by.
It's really amazing. It looks like a scene in the movie, in a fairyland.
Although residents say that similar sights have been seen lately, most agreed that this one had been the most impressive.
Sacramento, California, just captured a few days ago, and we're looking at it for the first time via our Facebook. This was submitted to us just about a few minutes ago, and we're sharing it to the world, and we want to get your opinions what these people captured within their car of something huge, a huge event in the sky. Well, we're playing this in slow motion and letting it roll in real time as well, and some people might just say they're just a bunch of drones in the sky, some kind of new technology that they're using for advertising as of lately. Wonder Woman comes to mind, advertising above Hollywood these mass drones in a sequence to form some kind of advertisement up in the sky. But now we're looking at this, and this doesn't make out any kind of rhyme or reason of any kind of advertisement, but something that looks really out of worldly. And Brent's here, and we're looking at it. What do you think, Brent?
It looks like your average city skyline, but in fact, these images are just an elaborate optical illusion. The amazing mirage appeared over Huangshan City in East China at dusk on Thursday. Following a heavy downpour, the spectacular images of mountains, buildings and trees appeared in the thin mist above the Shinan River. The phenomenon began at about 5 p.m. local time, to the amazement of passers-by.
It's really amazing. It looks like a scene in the movie, in a fairyland.
Although residents
Just within the past hour, NASA saying they believe it was an asteroid 10 feet in diameter. Experts and amateurs alike now combing the ground south of Sholo, hoping to be the first to find it.
With a flash and a boom, a fireball explodes across the night.
I was flabbergasted and I had goosebumps.
Dr. Alan Schussel driving from Texas, catching it on dash cam near Las Cruces, New Mexico.
I did not know what to think.
He wasn't alone. As the fireball lit up security cameras, people flooded 911.
Yeah, we have about 60 to 80 calls. 911, that's about a meteor shower going on right now.
As huge as it seems in the sky, ASU's Dr. Devin Schrader says it was probably no bigger than these.
When you see a meteor or a shooting star, it's often just the size of a grain of rice or a grain of sand. But this object was probably larger than a basketball.
Like many other meteorites they study, he says it likely came from the asteroid belt between Jupiter and Mars.
What's exciting about it is it's been orbiting the sun for as long as we have, for 4.5 billion years. And now hopefully we can go out and find a piece of this and then learn about the early solar system from studying that.
The remarkable footage shows dark shapes hovering in an overcast sky.
As part of its ambitious Hongyun project that was started in 2016, China launched its first communication satellite last year. The project aims to build a space-based communications network providing broadband internet connectivity to global users, especially those in the world's underserved regions.
In simple terms, what we're doing is moving the internet from the ground, where it is now, into the sky. The first satellite of the Hongyun project is China's first true low-orbit broadband communication satellite.
The company plans to put 156 satellites into orbit, and they are expected to become fully operational in around 4 years' time. Unlike the Hongyun project, which focuses on broadband internet, the Hongyan constellation's main task is to provide mobile communications. As China's largest satellite swarm, the Hongyan constellation was started in 2018 with plans to offer communication services to users around the world.
This is to provide a global solution for our future satellite broadband access and services such as the Internet of Things with our current telecommunication technology.
The Hongyan constellation is made up of over 300 satellites, along with data processing centers. Once completed, it will take the place of the ground-based network, capable of providing phone and broadband services to users anywhere on the planet, even if they're in a remote desert or on the high seas. Wang Hao.